clarify one thing for me. So I was writing a restaurant review on Google yesterday, right? I wanted to say that this new pizza place is really good, like better than most places I've tried. So I wrote, "This is the most best pizza in the city." And then I looked at it and thought, wait, is that right? Most best? That sounds weird, but I don't know why.
Oh no, the dreaded most best mistake.
So is it wrong? Because I see people say stuff like more better and most fastest all the time.
Those are all wrong, actually, and I'm so glad you brought this up because this is one of the most common mistakes English learners make, and even some native speakers mess it up.
So how do I know when to say better or more good or most good? Or see, I'm already confused.
Don't worry, by the end of this episode, you're gonna have a super simple rule that makes this crystal clear. No more guessing, no more, does this sound right? You'll just know.
That would be amazing because right now I'm just hoping for the best every time I try to compare things.
Well, you're about to go from hoping to knowing. Hey everyone, welcome to English Speaking Practice. I'm Mia.
And I'm Leo, the guy who writes most best and doesn't even realize it's wrong until later.
You're not alone. So today we're tackling comparative and superlative forms, basically how to compare things in English, like big, bigger, biggest, or beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful.
And the trick is knowing when to use which pattern, right?
Exactly. And here's why this matters. We compare things constantly. This coffee is better than yesterday's. That's the fastest route. She's the most talented singer I know. If you get these forms wrong, it sounds really off to native speakers.
Yeah, like most best. I knew it sounded weird.
Right, and in professional settings, job applications, presentations, emails, you want to sound polished. So let's fix this. And hey, if you're new here, we post super helpful English lessons every single week. Hit that subscribe button so you keep learning with us.
Yeah, we make grammar actually make sense instead of just memorizing random rules.
Okay, so let's start with comparative forms. Leo, when do we use comparatives?
When we're comparing two things?
Perfect, exactly. Comparatives are for comparing two things. My car is bigger than your car. This test is harder than the last one. She runs faster than I do.
So comparative is two things, head to head.
Yes, like a competition between two things. Now, here's where people get confused. There are two ways to make comparatives in English.
Let me guess, that's where the bigger versus more big thing comes in.
Exactly. Some adjectives take ER at the end. Big, bigger, fast, faster, tall, taller. Other adjectives use more before them. Beautiful, more beautiful, expensive, more expensive, interesting, more interesting.
Okay, so how do I know which rule to use?
This is the game changer. Ready? Count the syllables in the adjective.
Syllables, like how many beats the word has?
Yes, so big, one syllable. Fast, one syllable. Tall, one syllable. For one-syllable adjectives, you add ER.
So bigger, faster, taller. That's easy.
Right. Now, beautiful, beautiful, three syllables. Expensive, expensive, three syllables. For longer adjectives, three or more syllables, you use more.
So more beautiful, more expensive. Okay, but what about two-syllable words?
Great question. Two-syllable words are a bit tricky. Some use ER, some use more, and some can use both.
Of course, there's a weird exception.
I know, but here's a helpful guideline. If the two-syllable word ends in Y, like happy or pretty, you usually drop the Y, add I, and then add ER.
So happy becomes happier.
Exactly. Pretty becomes prettier, funny becomes funnier, easy becomes easier.
That's actually a nice pattern. What about other two-syllable words?
Most other two-syllable words use more, like careful becomes more careful, useful becomes more useful, modern becomes more modern.
So the safe rule is one syllable equals add ER, three or more syllables equals use more, and two syllables are weird.
Pretty much, though some two-syllable words follow the ER pattern too, like clever becomes cleverer, or simple becomes simpler.
Okay, I think I'm getting it. So I'd never say more big or more fast, right?
Correct. Those sound really unnatural. Always bigger and faster for one-syllable words.
And I'd never say beautifuler or expensiver.
No, those aren't even words. Always more beautiful and more expensive for long words.
Got it. So what about superlatives? That's the best version, right?
Yes, superlatives are for comparing 3 or more things, or saying something is the ultimate, the top, the most extreme.
Like the biggest, the fastest.
Perfect. And guess what? The pattern is the same as comparatives. One syllable, add EST. 3 or more syllables, use most.
So big, bigger, biggest, and beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful.
Exactly. You've got it. This is the biggest pizza I've ever seen. She is the most talented dancer in the group.
And for those 2-syllable Y words?
Same rule. Drop the Y, add I, and then add EST. Happy becomes happier, pretty becomes prettier, funny becomes funnier.
That's actually making sense. So the syllable rule works for both comparatives and superlatives.
Yes, it's the same pattern. One syllable is ER, EST. Long words is more, most. That's your shortcut.
Nice. But wait, what about irregular ones? Like, I know good doesn't become gooder.
Ooh, yes, great catch. Some really common adjectives are completely irregular. They don't follow any rules. You just have to memorize them.
Like good?
Yes, good becomes better becomes best, not gooder or more good or goodest. Those are all wrong.
So this pizza is better than that one, and this is the best pizza ever.
Perfect. Another big one is bad becomes worst.
This movie is worse than I expected, and this is the worst movie I've ever seen.
Exactly. What about far?
Farther?
Yes, far becomes farther becomes farthest, though some people also say further and furthest. Both are correct.
So farther and further mean the same thing?
Pretty much, though technically, farther is usually for physical distance, and further can be for abstract concepts too, but most people use them interchangeably.
Got it. What other irregular ones should I know?
Little is tricky. Little becomes least, as in less sugar or the least expensive option.
Not littler?
Nope, though you might hear smaller used instead, which is regular, but for quantity we use less.
What are much and many?
Great question. Much and many both become more and most. Much money becomes more money becomes the most money. Many people become more people become the most people.
Oh, so more can be comparative for different words.
Exactly. More is super versatile.
Okay, let me test myself. This book is blank than that one. If I want to say it's good, what do I use?
Go for it.
This book is better than that one.
Perfect. Now make it superlative.
This is the best book I've ever read.
Excellent. Okay, now use interesting in comparative form.
This book is more interesting than that one.
Yes, and superlative?
This is the most interesting book in the library.
You're crushing this. Okay, cheap, comparative, and superlative.
This one is cheaper than that one, but this other one is the cheapest of all.
Perfect. You used both forms correctly.
I'm actually getting the hang of this.
You are. Now, let's talk about common mistakes so you can avoid them.
Yes, because I definitely don't want to write most best again.
Right. So the biggest mistake is using double comparatives or superlatives. More better is wrong. It's just better. Most best is wrong. It's just best.
Because better already is the comparative form of good.
Exactly. You don't need more or most with irregular forms. They're already complete.
What about more worse? I feel like I've heard that.
People say it in casual speech, but it's wrong. Just worse is correct. This is worse than yesterday.
Got it. What other mistakes?
Adding ER to long words. More beautifuler or expensiver. Those sound really bad.
Yeah, I can hear how wrong those sound.
Another one, forgetting to change Y to I. Happier is wrong. It should be happier.
So it's happy, happier, happiest, all with the I.
Perfect. And here's a subtle one. Forgetting the with superlatives. You need to say the biggest, the most beautiful, the best. The article the is important because you're talking about the ultimate one, the top one.
Oh, so this is best pizza sounds wrong?
Yes, it should be this is the best pizza. The makes it clear you're talking about the number one, the top one.
That's a good catch. I probably messed that up without realizing it.
Most learners do, but now you know. Okay, let's practice with real scenarios.
I'm ready.
Imagine you're shopping for phones and you want to compare them. How would you describe them?
This phone is newer than my old one, but it's also more expensive. However, the camera quality is better and the battery life is the longest of any phone I've researched.
That was perfect. Newer, 1 syllable, add ER. More expensive, 4 syllables, use more. Better, irregular. Longest, 1 syllable, add EST. You nailed every single one.
I did? That felt natural.
That's the best sign. Your brain is internalizing the pattern. Okay, now you're at a restaurant with friends. Compare the meals.
My pasta is tastier than the salad you ordered, but Sarah's pizza looks the most delicious. Though honestly, the appetizers were better than any of the main courses.
Excellent. Tastier, 2 syllables ending in Y, so IER. Most delicious, 3 syllables, so most. There, irregular. You're doing amazing.
This is actually fun. I feel like I can compare anything now.
You can. Let's try comparing cities. Describe New York versus your hometown.
New York is bigger and more crowded than my hometown, but my hometown is quieter and more peaceful. However, New York has the best museums and the most diverse food scene.
Perfect. Every single form was correct. Bigger and quieter with ER, more crowded and more peaceful with more, and best and most diverse for superlatives. You've totally got this.
I really do. Like, I'm not even thinking about the rules anymore. It just sounds right.
That's exactly what we want. When the pattern clicks, you just know what sounds right.
Can we do a quick recap so I can lock this in forever?
Absolutely. Let's do it. So comparatives, when do we use them?
When comparing two things.
Perfect. And what's the syllable rule?
1 syllable, add ER. 3 or more syllables, use more. 2 syllables are tricky. If it ends in Y, change to I and add ER.
Excellent. Now superlatives, when do we use them?
When comparing 3 or more things or saying something is the ultimate best or most.
Yes. And what's the pattern?
Same as comparatives. 1 syllable, add EST. Long words, use most.
Perfect. And what are the big irregular ones?
Good, better, best. Bad, worse, worst. Far, farther, farthest. And you can't say more, better, or most best because they're already complete forms.
You just taught the whole lesson back to me. That's incredible.
I actually feel confident about this now. Like I could write that restaurant review without second-guessing myself.
You absolutely could. This is the best pizza in the city, not most best.
Exactly. Man, I wish I'd known this simple syllable rule years ago.
Well, now you do. And that's what matters. You're growing and learning.
And honestly, if you're watching this and you're like, yes, I finally understand comparatives and superlatives, that's why we make these videos. We want you to feel smart, not stupid.
Exactly. Grammar isn't about memorizing a million rules. It's about understanding patterns. And once you see the pattern, everything makes sense.
So if you want more lessons that actually click like this one, definitely subscribe. We post every single week.
And turn on those notifications. We've got some good episodes coming. I mean, we've got some of the best episodes coming.
See? Best, not most good. You're teaching even in the outro.
Always teaching. Okay, challenge time.
Yes, here's your challenge. In the comments, write 3 sentences, 1 using a comparative with ER, 1 with more, and 1 using a superlative.
Yes, for example, my dog is smaller than yours. This lesson is more helpful than my textbook. This is the best English channel ever.
Subtle. Okay, your turn. Write your 3 sentences, and we'll check them. Don't be shy. Mistakes are how we learn.
Exactly. And honestly, the fact that you're here learning means you're already doing better than most people.
Better, not more good. See what I did there?
You're on fire. All right, everyone, that's it for today.
Thanks for hanging out with us and leveling up your English.
We'll see you next week with another awesome lesson. Until then, keep comparing, keep practicing, and remember, you're doing amazing.
You're better than you think you are.
And you're getting better every single day.
Bye, everyone.
See you next time.